What's up guys, welcome back. In this video, I'll show you how to create a very simple view with Constellation for collecting information from users. Something that looks like this. It lets you collect some basic information like first name, last name, date of birth, social security number, email, phone number, and address of the user. But before we start, I have a small request. If this video helps you and you would want me to make more videos on Constellation in the future, make sure to hit that like button and leave your comments below. Because a lot of effort goes into making these videos, and every single like makes that effort a success. Alright, let's jump right in. Before creating the view, you need to have a case type with the workflow defined in it. For example, I have a very basic loan approval workflow here. By the way, I have already covered how to create a case type and define your workflow in detail in an earlier video. You'll find the link in the description and in the card above. Now in this workflow, I have a step for collecting some basic information about the borrower. We'll go ahead and create the view for this step in 4 simple steps. Step 1. Create a data object for the borrower. Click Data, New to create a new data object. Enter a name. Click Next. Make sure Create Data Model is set to Manually and Submit. Now to this data object, we'll add the fields that we want to display in the view. First name of type text single line. Last name of type text single line as well. Date of birth of type date only. Social security number of type integer. Email of type email. Phone number of type phone. And finally, address of type address. Make sure you choose the right type for the fields. When you're done, click Save. And with that, our borrower data object is ready. By the way, I've already created a detailed video on data objects, explaining their purpose and the different ways of creating them and adding fields. You'll find the link in the description and in the card above. Alright, let's move on to step number 2. Create a view in this data object. Go to the UX tab, Other Views, scroll down. In the Form section, click Create. Enter a name for the view and Submit. Our view is created. Let's open it up. Next, we will add the fields to it. But before we do that, let's create a field group, personal information. Similarly, let's create another field group, contact information. This will essentially divide the entire view into two parts. We will distribute the fields among these two field groups. To the personal information field group, let's add the fields first name, last name, date of birth, and social security number. Similarly, to the contact information field group, let's add the fields email, phone number, and address. By the way, you can preview the view on the left side. Alright, lastly, we'll make a couple of optional changes. The social security number SSN field, will make it required or mandatory. Number two, to the contact information field group, we will apply a visibility condition. Custom condition: when social security number SSN is not null. This will make the contact information field group to appear only after the user enters the SSN value. Submit and save. With that, our view is ready. Let's move on to step number 3. Create a data relationship in the case type. We'll go back to the case type the data model tab. Here we will add a field borrower of type embedded data. Choose the same data object that we created earlier, borrower, because we want to capture the details of a single borrower. Leave it as single record and submit. Well done. You have created the embedded data field or the data relationship in the case type. Let's move on to the fourth and final step. Embed the view in the case type using this data relationship. Switch to the Workflow tab. Select the step. Configure user action. Click Add. Fields. Look for the embedded data field borrower that we just created. Click the arrowhead for more options. Views. Then look for the view that we created earlier in the data object, basic information. Select it, add. Here we are basically using the embedded data field to access the view created in the data object. Submit and save. With that, we have completed all 4 steps. Let's recap. Step number 1, create a data object for borrower. Step number 2, create a view in that data object. Step number 3, create an embedded data field or data relationship in the case type. Step number 4, embed the view in the case type using the embedded data field. Finally, let's test our changes. Click Preview. I'll create a loan request. This brings up our view. Initially, only the personal information field group is displayed with the fields first name, last name, date of birth, and social security number. If I try to go to the next screen, it doesn't allow me, saying that the field SSN cannot be blank because it's required or mandatory. When I enter the SSN value, the other field group, contact information, appears with the fields email, phone number, and address. For the Pega pros out there who have worked with older versions of the Pega platform, if you're wondering what an embedded data field essentially is, an embedded data field of type single record is a single page property in Pega. That's all for now. If this video helped you and you would want me to make more videos on Constellation in the future, make sure to like and subscribe. By the way, you can download the code zip file for this tutorial from the Telegram channel. And if you need Pega training, you can DM me on Instagram. You'll find all the links in the description below. I'll catch you in the next one.